God. Go subscribe to our YouTube page, bFb Mass,
Holla,
bFb DFW.
What the hell was
Where
that?
you can see EA doing holla holla.
We them boys.
Or you can get caught up on the Mavericks. Of course, the Olympics are over with. You can see clips from the show. You can see us doing post game this season for Cowboys and Mavericks.
Literally our entire BFB career. That's on
our whole
YouTube.
catalog.
Our back catalog.
Well, yeah, I was just informing Kat here about the matter of fact, Kat, I'll send you this poster here that the Mavericks put out. There's a job fair going on with the Dallas Mavericks. This is for the only we're going to get this out to the people that do OnlyFans. If they need a job or something like that, on August 26th, Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the Dallas Mavericks will be hosting a job fair, and it says it's on the site hiring. They are doing they're looking for merchandise store associate and merchandise warehouse associate, starting at $15 an hour. You can park for free at the Lexus garage. You know how hard it is to park there during games.
Oh yeah.
They want business attire and bring 2 current forms of ID, formal ID.
Bring it up. Hey, 15 an hour is not bad.
Yeah, 15 an hour.
2 forms of ID?
Yeah.
Yeah, your license and probably like a social security card.
Who got their social?
I do.
I do.
I got mine.
I have mine like right now.
I'm 40, so I got to have mine.
Right.
Like, who walks around with their social like these days?
Mine is like,
I do. I walk around mine. But yeah, man, you need a job. I guess.
But again, remember,
American Airlines Center is hiring, I should say. And that goes for the Stars and the Dallas
now,
Mavericks.
guys, you said it there. Business attire, people. I know you guys come from OnlyFans. Your last job.
They don't worry. They got some cake saved up from when they were in business. When they were
Shit, where would you wear on OnlyFans? You get hired on this spot.
Yeah. Mr. Azad.
That's me.
Mr. EA Sports.
That's right.
GFW.
Yes.
It's gonna be a game coming up. Dress rehearsal.
Big important game.
I don't. Well, why do you keep saying that?
Do you not hear it with the word you just said? It's dress rehearsal. Let me tell you something. Back when I was in choir in middle school, we had dress rehearsals that get us ready for the performance. Okay, so and we had to dress up. We got to be ready, and it was important. So that's the same thing here. A dress rehearsal. And you're telling me that you're glad that Dak's not playing. I'm pretty sure or Toboch is agreeing that you don't like Dak playing. That's
I'm on your side on this segment.
Okay, good. Okay, I got a partner on this one. All right, cool. You love Dak being on the sideline. You don't want.
I love Zeke being on the sideline. I love CeeDee Lamb being on the sideline.
You want all the starters.
I don't want any starters on the field.
And it's funny though, because you're cool with the defensive starters, but
I don't want Tank out there. Michael Parsons is a rookie; he can play. Any guy that's got rookie next to his name, I'm okay.
So Jalen doesn't need to play.
By the way, they already said him and
Side note: Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch are trying to be special team players right now.
Okay, well, good for them.
That's bad. By the way, when there's some people who don't know anything about football, and if you're a veteran and you're trying to make the team as a special teamer, that means you're bad.
That means you have an extra part of your game that you can add to the game.
That's great that you were trying to make it like that. But
well, I'm just saying. I mean, there are a lot of people that don't want to play special teams.
So you're cool with everyone sitting because you don't believe in preseason. You just think blah blah blah.
That's not that I don't believe in preseason. I don't want my starters in preseason.
Okay, that's fine. Here's why I disagree. It's specifically with this one. The last time your starting 11 was together was not even in last October, actually even before that, because you didn't even have your starting offensive line because both Tyron Smith and Lyle Collins were both dealing with injuries early on in the season.
How many times have you ever seen complete teams in preseason?
That's fine. But my point is, my point is September 9th. September 9th will be the first time in literally over a year. So
you want a reunion? That's why you want them out there.
I want them to get back into sync. Okay? They need to get back in rhythm.
And they're going to do that by playing one game.
Actually, yeah, it helps.
Oh, I'm sorry. One half of the game. Or one series.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have the game that you get back in sync, the preseason game where it doesn't count so you can work out the kinks, or September 9th against the defending Super Bowl champion, the one that you said that we must win.
It's a must win.
So Vita Vea and Jason Pierre-Paul and that defensive line for the Buccaneers, they're coming after you, but you're cool with the offensive being like, we'll work out our kinks in this game.
Okay, but
that's cool.
So they're going to work out all their kinks in one half of a game.
They will work out some. Anything they need to work on, they can go back. Okay, hey, Zeke, what
the
hell are you doing there? Or hey, Dalton Schultz, what are you doing? That is the point. And the great Isaiah Stanback, who
he said Isaiah Stanback.
Well, I'm just because he said something today on Talking Cowboys.
He went to Stanback.
Okay. Oh. Well, they all agreed with him. I'm just saying. Isaiah
apparently, you agree with him too. You come here quoting him.
I am, and he made a good point. He goes,
was he on 1310 a ticket or something?
No, he was on Talking Cowboys. Okay.
Well, has he been on the ticket? Is he coming on the ticket?
No.
Is that why we're doing
right now?
No. I don't know what.
You know what though? You're you can't have it both ways.
I can't.
You can't.
Okay.
You want them to go out there and win week 1.
Yeah, we're going
as an unseasoned unit. Just offense. I'm just worried about straight offense.
But here's the thing, though. If you tell me they're going to play a complete game, I'm all for it. But to put them out there in a half or for 1 or 2 series and say we're done, I don't want that.
Well, they're not. They wouldn't do for a season. They're going to do at least a half or maybe even into the third quarter.
Okay, and I brought this up to him last week that he seems to forget. That thinking is what got Tony Romo's career ended.
No. Well, he got hurt in the preseason and stuff like that.
Right.
All right, but
also, what was he coming off?
But he was like older in season. Like Dak is not old in season.
I know,
like
but
that.
he was coming off an injury. He was just coming off a season. He was just coming off a season where he got hurt. And then he got tackled from behind.
That was clavicle, though.
I know, but he was just coming off a season where he was hurt, and then he got hurt again in the preseason.
Man,
listen. That was a very fucked up play because I was like Avril.
That was on him. That was on him.
That he did an accordion on Tony Romo's back.
It doesn't, but it's that thinking that we got to put Tony Romo out here.
Okay,
and you gas Tony Romo head up, and now Tony Romo number 9 doesn't exist anymore because of that. Because you want to put him out there so you can see things that you don't need to see.
And then his career it really didn't end on that. But
he came out
for the sake of the argument.
Yeah, he came out through one game, one pass in the Philly game.
One
touchdown,
and it was 6.
And they lost. They
lost the game, but I mean,
that was the third string in the.
He should have.
We would have went undefeated had we not lost the game. Tony Romo lost us the game.
Wow, this dude. He should have been on the field for that whole playoff run anyway. But I mean, think about it though. Like if you want Dak and them to sit, and then you want them to go out there and go against Brady and them in week 1, which I always call the 5th preseason game. I've always called week 1 the 5th preseason game because
it counts.
Because it counts, but it really doesn't because you got this whole road to go. And so, capturing that first game, you'd be like, all right, cool.
No,
they won a game.
It's ring presentation night. Ring presentation night. We got Tom Brady. It's a bright.
They already got their ring.
Hold on, but
the lights are bright. It's Thursday
that
night.
makes even better.
That
makes a better reason why you don't want to be embarrassed and have your offense look like nothing. So
if they lose, it's because they didn't play in the preseason.
Listen, if you go out, first of all,
it's going to be ugly.
I understand that can't play.
Going to be ugly?
The performance is going to be ugly.
You're going to have somebody on Twitter made it perfect and I laughed on Reddit. You're going to have a Jason Garrett game of 17-14.
You ain't going to like it, dog.
It's going to be a blood.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. It's not well oiled.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be. Cowboys are coming out on top.
The only good positive is that you know that if Dak isn't to his best because he's a little rusty, you do got Zeke. And I will say this: Zeke, because the way he's looking, the way how much he's more fit this offseason he has been in the past. I will say this: they could rely on him and Tony Pollard together. I got to throw my guy Tony in there, but they're going to rely on those two.
Schultz, you want to throw him in there too?
He's there.
Okay,
he's hurt. We're going to need him too. Schultz.
Is Amari showing up too?
And 89.
Okay.
And you're going to need a lot of that. Not so much the long ball because of the defense that they're going against.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the guy who I believe is going to show up, who's going to bring this thing home for us, is the guy that I'm very psyched about and I'm wanting to talk about right now, and that's CeeDee Lamb. That's the guy who's getting ready to have an amazing season right now. We just showed the highlights of him last season. But, this year, I feel like this is going to be a pretty big year for him. I think him and Dak Prescott, and before we go, did you hear what our offensive coordinator said? Well, probably not yours. You don't.
I like Kellen.
Oh, you like Kellen? What the offensive coordinator said? He wants us to have the #1 offense this year. And you know what? I'm buying with Kellen.
I like the expectation.
I'm buying with Kellen. You heard from here first. Dallas Cowboys gonna have the #1 offense. We're gonna surpass the Kansas City Chiefs that have the #1 offense this season. Mark it down.
So we're gonna have the #1 offense, and then DQ is gonna lead us to.
But I only care about the offense side of the ball. Okay.
But I thought you were all about DQ.
I am about that.
You're gonna hand it out.
I support DQ.
You were handing out blizzards this season.
Right. I support DQ and whatever he's got going on. But what I'm telling you is, I believe I'm with Kellen on this. I can see them having the #1 offense.
I can see
book it. I'm putting it down.
I like the fact that CeeDee helps you do that, because CeeDee Lamb is if you're just watching, go watch the Hard Knocks or watch live practices that they put out there. Nobody can cover him. I mean, the guy is just insanely good at running his routes. He has a great combination of it might be pushing it, but he might be a more talented player than Dez.
Dez is strong.
It is
talented player.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Dez did a lot of things, but I think CeeDee does it just a tad bit better. Maybe a little more.
He does it more prettier, but Dez was
maybe that's the word. Is better. It's more prettier.
You threw that ball up, Dez. You wasn't bringing it
back.
But
have you seen what? But CeeDee's been doing. I mean, he's been catching these balls like they're coming. Mind you, he's been dealing with some terrible quarterbacking right now during the offseason.
Dez had the same problem.
That's what makes it. That's what makes what he's doing so impressive. But yeah, you're right on that. But I'm buying what Kellen's selling on that.
I don't know if we're gonna get the #1.
But here, when you think about this is the way you think about it. You got Dak, who's good, who's a good quarterback. You got Zeke. You got your guy Michael Gallup in case they need to go deep. You got Amari Cooper, who that's your veteran. I mean, you get him the ball, he's gonna do it. Now you got your, I don't know what you want to call CeeDee. What do you want to call possession receiver? Your playmaker, whatever. And then you still got you still got Dalton Schultz and Jarwin. So I mean, it's like there's nobody that they don't have to throw the ball to.
You don't have any excuses.
You don't really have any excuses. So it's like when it's almost like you could throw the ball up and one of those guys is going to catch it.
There is one thing that's going to hold your #1 offense prediction, and that's health, and mainly on the offensive line.
Of course.
Lyle Collins right now, it's a little bit of a concern because we were told by the Cowboys that it's the neck or injury or something, shoulder. But we know how the Cowboys are with their truthfulness about injuries, so we don't know.
What do you mean the truthfulness about injuries?
They say it's minor, but usually they kind of lie to you. Anthony Spencer.
When have they lied to you?
Tony Romo. Go back to that Tony Romo injury. I remember, and I was in bed at one point that right before that. They said, Romo will be back soon. It was nothing. It was minor. He'll be back maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Next thing you know, 2 days later, he's out for the year. I'm like, excuse me? Like, what the hell?
They hadn't done all the tests that they need to at that point.
But they lost a game, and then they decided to pull the plug on.
Yeah, that's all that happened.
But what I'm saying is, Lyle Collins, now you're relying on your depth at the offensive line, which isn't good. You already lost.
You told me Tyron was healthy now.
Tyron's healthy, but how long is that going to last? That's the point.
I think they're deep, though.
They're not, because they got injuries now. Ball is out for a long time. The draft pick, the 4th rounder, offensive lineman, he's out for a while. Naseki is back from injury. He's your only swing tackle right now.
Is the other two starting?
Zach Martin.
He's in your emergency tackle. So do you really want to move him back from good? That's bad news if you got to move Zach Martin back to tackle.
Okay.
Now, the only good news is you do have flexibility with McGovern, Connor Williams, and Tyler Biotish. Other than that, though, you're still kind of
those are your swing guys, I think, right? Because we saw 52 struggling in the preseason game, just getting the ball to the quarterback, right?
At center, yeah.
And then can't Tyler play center a little bit?
Well, he is. Tyler Biotish is your starting center. That's already said and done. Connor Williams, it looks like Connor's going to be your starting guard, and on the opposite end
is he bigger now?
He plays better. I don't know. He's been playing much better at guard, especially during the preseason, and he has a little more feistiness. We saw him going against Aaron Donald.
I mean, he was little at one point. And
he's bigger now than what he was. He has gotten to the point where we thought he would be within year 2. It took him a bit, but now he's there. But you got McGovern there just in case.
So your 3 dogs, 77, Zach, and then 71 with Lyle. And then you got everybody else, right?
Right. And everybody else is more of a toss-up. And the only thing is Naseki and the other 2, I don't know which one's going to make the team.
Steele on the offensive line?
Steele and Knight, they're still there. And those guys I don't trust. I'm sorry. I don't trust them.
You got to keep them, though.
I know. You have no choice, but I don't trust them.
So what we talking about going with into the 53? 8?
Maybe 8.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see all the cuts next Tuesday.
You're getting this
Hard Knocks. Promote Hard Knocks.
What did the HBO Max? Did HBO Max pay you?
Well, I mean, I don't confirm or deny those allegations at this current point in time. You just never know with me. How I got some inside tip on that, but just know I'm pretty sure this episode is the cuts, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna see all the cuts happening on social media coming next couple days anyway.
I mean, you got
Saturday's gonna be a big ass cut day.
I mean, they already had it's like a side.
Sunday.
Wait, because they play tomorrow.
They play Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
But Sunday will be a big ass cut day.
Yeah,
sure. Or even Monday.
I will say this: cuts are going to be big. I know this that, and I wanted this one to be on camera. It's not really related to me, but the Lions long snapper, his brother's engaged to my cousin. I just found that out. I met them earlier in the summer, and unfortunately, he got cut.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was like, oh.
But the Cowboys needed a long snapper.
But Don Mulback, his name is Don Mulback. But they did it. Dan Campbell, who was his teammate, because he played this long, because he was his teammate with the Lions. He cut him on his birthday. On his 40th birthday. That's ridiculous.
You act
the
like
long
the
snapper
NFL
is 40?
You act like the NFL
or
the organization cares.
I know. But it was just kind of messed up. That
whoa. Hold on,
He's 40?
Excuse me, if you don't mind.
Yeah, he's been playing since like.
If you don't mind, I need to address him real quick.
Go ahead.
So when other guys get cut on their birthdays and stuff like that, you don't have a problem with it, but because you have ties to it, now it's an issue. I just want to make sure I got that right.
I'm best for business.
Yeah.
No, but the reason I brought up is like that's why I think when we see on Hard Knocks the cuts, that's one of the biggest things that we get is the drama behind it, and I think that's why this third episode is going to be a little more entertaining because we're going to start to see some cuts. And I think one of the best cuts I saw on Hard Knocks was one receiver, I think Coleman he was from Baylor, and he was mad at the Bengals, and he walked into what was the coach's name? Hugh Jackson.
Oh, you talking Hugh Jackson?
Yeah.
I think
he goes, why didn't you just cut me? And
he's like, all right, we'll come over here.
Yeah.
I got something.
So dress rehearsal game Saturday about 7. What's about 7 o'clock?
We gotta be there at 12. So yeah, 7.
So you're right because it said it's gonna be at AT&T.
Yeah.
Are you geared up?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Well, we also found out today that the Dallas Cowboys will not be asking for vaccination records to get inside AT&T Stadium.
They're not adherent. They're adherent to local policy, so that's because of the state mandate.
That thing is as open as a chick dancing on a pole at Baby Dolls.
Okay.
That thing is open. They don't even have regulations on us.
Bucks is a little more wild.
They don't even have regulations on you guys. When you say there's no regulation, what do you mean?
Come as you are.
So no mask.
It's just in uniform, but no mask, no nothing. It's 100%. Like they're bringing that. Are
you okay to wear? Or is it okay for you to wear a mask if you
want to? It's optional. Yeah.
Okay. Jerry's not gonna go and rip the.
Show me your teeth, son.
Well, okay. Well, I'm a little concerned that Well, hopefully, me personally, I'm starting to see a lot more people like on social media now. Like a lot of people was like, "All right, I'm thinking about getting the vaccine." So I'm hoping that maybe by the time September comes around, maybe we can bend just a little bit of a curve. Because here's the way I see it: like people that have the vaccine and are getting COVID. I don't know. Is there a study that says you can't get it again after that, or you can't give it?
Well, I mean, you really with COVID and the vaccines. Here's the thing: COVID until the idea is everybody got the vaccine. One, you're protected against the severe disease. That's the whole point about it.
Right.
Again, you're just trying to avoid going to the hospital.
Right.
Now, the thing is, you can get it probably, and it'll be probably very mild.
Right.
But you can get it again.
But I'm saying, so after you get it again on the vaccine, what's your chances of getting it again?
I mean,
it's still question, because now at this point,
more studies.
So now at this point, you got the vaccine, and now you got the antibodies.
So here's the thing: we are getting to the point because people were very hesitant at first on this. We're getting to the point where
they still are.
Well, yeah, but we're getting to a point now that the coronavirus is going to about to be kind of like the forever, like kind of like the flu.
The flu.
It's going to turn into the flu now because it won't fully go away. Well, but we're going to get to the point where the point is we're getting to the point where we get normal because now there is a vaccine, there is a protection against
and there's
it,
a booster shot,
and there's a booster shot.
So
now,
but
I'm noticing a lot of people too are a lot of cap on social media too. Like I think they just posted just to be posted. Some of them got the vaccine already and just trying to be. Well, it's still my rights, and nobody can tell me what to do. But
Shit,
they are vaccinated.
I know a lot of people who like I talked to a lot of them at the place over there yesterday and last night about, man, I ain't putting it in my body, and I'm like, why?
I mean, if you don't want to put anybody, don't put anybody.
Right, but see, I'm the one that want to argue with you because I'll argue you down about it.
Hey, I'm one of those people. I will agree to disagree. If you don't want to put it, don't put anybody.
Walt's on that. He found out. He goes, I found out about agree to disagree. He said that on Tuesday, and last week, that's the first.
Yeah, like I'm not here to tell anybody to get the vaccine.
I'm encouraging. I'm sorry.
To not get the vaccine. I'm not here to tell you to put on the mask. I'm not here to tell you to take off the mask.
Right.
You do whatever you want to do. All I know is, like I keep trying to tell them when everybody say, my granny say, well, you need to go to church and fellowship. I say, listen, Jesus is gonna only ask about me at Judgment Day. That's all I'm concerned about is me at this point. So as long as
I do not think you told your grandma that.
I did because she keep wanting me to go to church, and I'm like, I'm not.
Grown Walt told his grandma that.
Yeah.
Not baby,
okay.
not
but
baby.
not like little 11-year-old.
No, because no, they want to know.
That's Walter though.
They want to know why I don't go to church. And I'm like, I just don't want to go to church. Like I don't believe
you grew some nuts and you can say that now.
Well, I'm not in there. I'm not in the house anymore.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't believe in church. Not church anymore. I don't believe in pastors anymore. I think they're corrupt.
I
think all
Leon Lunny Lust.
I think all pastors are full of shit now.
I thought you were about to say you don't believe. I was like, whoa.
No. I believe in God. I'm just saying, like, I don't believe in pastors anymore. I think they're all full of shit. I'm trying to figure out how can somebody teach me about the Bible when they commit adultery?
Well, because they still could sin because they're human.
Right, and that's fine. But at the same time, you can't tell me how to live my life by the code of the Bible. But you already breaking one of the commandments of the Bible.
Yeah, but also Jesus said, well, he didn't say.
Yeah.
Per se.
Oh, what are you talking about? He said, "Be fruitful."
But no, he's just using those dudes of the cloth as a human
religious.
I was about to say, it's like if I say something, it'd be like the Muslim guy.
Yeah, you know what?
The same with that religion too.
I know.
All religions pretty much are the same.
I will say this:
something that we can't see.
Back to the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, football. Yeah.
Well, actually, let's take a break when we come back. Naomi Osaka. I don't know how to handle that situation yet, but there's kind of
she's pretty.
Okay. I wasn't going there.
I don't like her boyfriend choices, but yeah.
I just want to throw that. I think she's very pretty.
Okay. I just didn't know why that was important to say right here, right now.
I like to say things.
Okay.
She's got a situation that's developing, and I'm starting to feel for her. But okay. I want to talk about it with you guys. Of course, we got Tovash here, but let's talk now.